It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see the dynamic Michael Penix Jr. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season.
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
I give this guy a lot of credit, Mike. He was very upfront and honest, not only with us, but with his teammates, that last week, it was just not up to the standard that they expect around that building. And even though they were able to win and overcome some of those bad interceptions, if they want to continue to give themselves a chance week in and week out to win in the NFL, they're going to need more production out of that quarterback position.
On second down, here's Penix. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Let's go now.
7th play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. In trouble, and down he goes. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
These are 24.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. In motion, Reed. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. taken at the 19. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. The reception for Rondale Moore. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48. Here's Penix. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. And he will go all the way. Troy Franklin. Touchdown Falcons. His 6th touchdown now for the season. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, it's Robinson. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Jags offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
In motion, Reed. They'll run. Here's Garenda. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in, and that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Okay, ready?
So after down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
11, add it. Here we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Break down. 30 left. Silver.
Lawrence gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he will take it in himself. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's 10-7. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. You can see he's closing in on a rushing title. The league leader coming into the final 2 weeks of the season. They'll throw on first down with Penix. And that one incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And that will lead to a second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here we go, sack.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's taken in by Franklin. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down. In motion comes Thomas. They go play action for Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. A.J. Terrell, the tight coverage there, and he knocks it away. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Penix now off the bootleg. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Putting the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Garendo. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Wow! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Here's Robinson. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the 1st half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
Pitts is the man in motion. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go.
From the gun, here is Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be taken down. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Penix going to throw again. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll try to run with Robinson. Powering forward. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. That touchdown number 30 on the year. One shy of LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 31 touchdowns set back in 2006. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jaguars offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
Here's Lawrence. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're 2nd. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
Here we go.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he will get into the end zone. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Here we go, set, go.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Reload.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jaguars offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down. Lawrence now. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Jacksonville. In motion, Reed.
Here we go.
Here comes Guerrero. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A A run with Garendo. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
All right, let's go.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, I'm gun.
To throw is Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 5.
Hey, go.
In motion comes Thomas. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So it is 4th down. And that'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. And this is blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Come on. Set. Get up.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Set up. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their running back set to go once more. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. 2nd and 7. In motion comes Thomas. Now, faking the give. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Go! 19 Tiger.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Hey.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Tight end going in motion here. Lawrence now on 2nd down. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They send a receiver in motion left. They go play action for Lawrence. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Lawrence. He will find Thomas. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing is Lawrence. He'll get this out to his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This, about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to get it back within a score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Penix now off the bootleg. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Go.
From the gun, it's Penix. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final. Here's a 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And here's Bijan. Robinson, a 1st down and more. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. And he couldn't draw it in. It's off the right upright. No good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
Hey, go. Here we go, Sahara.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here.
Automatic 1st down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In motion, Reed. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Sahara.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout.
Another really nice pickup there, Mike, and we've seen them continue to utilize him in the passing game really from the jump, and these are the kind of numbers you traditionally see out of a #1 receiver, but at least for this game here, he's been their #1 option in this offense.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Robinson. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down at the 28. But the sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground. Here's Robinson. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here comes second down.
Let's go.
They'll run with Robinson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Now after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there.
Ready. Check go.
They'll run Algier. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Hey.
They'll drop to throw. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And that ball incomplete over the middle. This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have the Jaguars' first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Hey, run.
To throw is Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for...
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. So it's a win here for the Falcons.